I came to the conclusion a while back, innovation is actually easy, not hard. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean something very simple. Please pay attention. Hang out with weird, and thou shalt become more weird. Hang out with dull, and thou shalt become more dull. It's as simple as that. Now, I had this brilliant flash, and I thought it was one of the most original things I had ever thought in my entire life, which of course is why I was a little bit nonplussed when I discovered that somebody had already written a book about it 5 years before. Wayne Birkin wrote the book. It was called Wide Angle Vision. He said, the people who will lead us to the promised land are disgruntled customers, off-the-scope competitors, rogue employees, and fringe suppliers. It's not the main topic of my speech, but I hate benchmarking. Benchmarking is stupid. Why is it stupid? Because we pick the current industry leader, and then we launch a 5-year program, the goal of which is to be as good as whoever was best 5 years ago, 5 years from now. Which to me is not exactly an Olympian aspiration. As 2 professors said in the Financial Times article a while back, to grow, companies need to break out of a vicious cycle of competitive benchmarking and imitation. I want you to download this slide from my website and use it as a screensaver. We will read this. I'm almost tempted to say read it in unison. This is an essay about what it takes to create and sell something remarkable. It is a plea for originality, passion, guts, and daring. You cannot be remarkable by following someone else who's remarkable, as true for a career as it is for a restaurant or for a giant company. One way to figure out a theory is to look at what's working in the real world and determine what the successes have in common. But what could the Four Seasons and Motel 6 possibly have in common? Or Neiman Marcus and Walmart? Or Nokia bringing out new hardware every 30 days or so, and Nintendo marketing the same Game Boy 14 years in a row? It's like trying to drive looking in the rearview mirror. The thing that all these companies have in common is they have nothing in common. They are outliers. They're on the fringes. Super fast or super slow, very exclusive or very cheap, extremely big or extremely small. The reason it's so hard to follow the leader is this. The leader is the leader precisely because he did something remarkable, and that remarkable thing is now taken, so it's no longer remarkable when you do it. Now, it's a brilliant statement, and it requires a little bit of thought, so download it and look at it at your leisure in a quiet place.